WMC Memphis, WMFS HD2 Bartlett, Memphis. Part of the Memphis Sports Network with 92.9 FM ESPN. ESPN 790 AM.
The views and opinions of the hosts or guests of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of the management or staff of Intercom Memphis.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me. Where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning. Welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Power Sports. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. And as you can tell, my voice is much better than last Saturday when Frank Barton was trying to help me get through the show with my voice going. But Bill Cooksey, good morning.
Morning, Larry. Morning, everyone.
This must be for Saturday.
It is.
It is for Saturday, and that means, Ron, it means bonus Wong, you know? All right? BW, bonus Wong.
Good morning, everybody.
Ron Wong is over there with his.
Good morning, Larry.
And we roll off into the 23rd of January, and we finally getting some duck weather, and Bill's fired up about that.
Absolutely.
I wish we would have had some better deer weather even. Some of those,
well,
December.
For ducks, this won't do us a whole lot of good.
No.
I mean, it'll help in small ways, but ducks now want to move north.
They want to move
north.
north.
The ducks that are north of us aren't coming south.
I hope they stay around for a while. I love the lakes right now.
You love the lakes right now. Hey, we're going to talk right now to a young man that has been part of our team this year on Outdoors with Larry Ray, and so glad to hook up with Scott Stengel and his family out there right near Laconia, right out of Somerville at the Stengel Brothers Outdoors, because it's really, truly an outdoors facility. If you go to it, you think deer processing, but you can go in there and you're liable to come out with a lot of different things. And in fact, we're going to talk to Scott about a cool little boat he's got out there. First of all, good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Larry.
Hey, buddy. All right, it's winding down. Let's hear from a deer processor about the 2015-2016 season.
Well, Larry, it started out really slow. State numbers, kill numbers were down quite a bit. I think we were at about 30% of what we were last year coming into muzzleload.
Yeah.
So we didn't know, and the weather, I think, had a lot to do with that. We were in the 80s a lot of those days. And
yeah.
Just, I don't know if people weren't getting out or they just weren't seeing the deer. I've heard it both. But it's been an odd year. It started picking up in rifle season quite a bit, and it really didn't slow down. We had one weekend where it was blowing about 50 miles an hour, kept everybody out of the stands. But other than that, we really had a good year.
You did. And compared to last year, were you close to number-wise?
We were up on numbers, believe it or not. With the weather like it was, we were up on numbers, so that's a good thing.
Well, the good thing is people are finding you too, right?
Yes, sir.
I've always thought when they build new apartments, that means somebody left an apartment to go to those new apartments normally, right? So when people find your deer processing plant, a lot of those people have been somewhere else, and I think they've discovered why they moved to your place.
Well, we've had a good we've had good comments from the customers.
Yes.
And so I think you're right on that, Larry.
I think it is too. So even though maybe some people didn't kill as many deer, certain facilities might have been down. But if you, it's hard to miss Scott's facility unless you're, because I'm always, when I'm driving down the road, my wife accuses me of being like Jack Elam in the old Cowboys. I got one eye going on the road and one eye going out looking for deer, things like that, and she doesn't know how to do it. But your facility has got the big redneck deer stand out in the front, all the flags, how to enter, where to go, because you've got your family up there, don't you?
All right. We all work. That's one of the things that you have to do. It's so many hours over here, so we support each other and keep things going.
There's no way that you're not going to go to the Stengel Brothers outdoors and not find a Stengel there, right?
All right. There's going to be one or two of us here all the time.
All the time. Now, I want to talk to you before we let you go, and again, we appreciate the hookup. Look forward to working with you again next year. You showed me the other day when I was out there a little boat that you guys have been able to maybe tell us about that boat, because it was pretty cool.
Well, we were. I was messing around last year down in Miami at the boat show, and I ran across this company called Solo Skiff, and they market this boat for flats fishing, and it's a one man. It's a kayak, between a kayak and a flats boat for one person.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I started talking with them and started seeing if we could get them in a color that would appeal to the duck hunters in this area, because they only draft about 3 inches of water with a 200-pound man.
Yeah.
So they came up with a color which they call marsh brown, and I tell you, this thing is when it catches on, the duck hunters are going to love them.
It really is, and it weighs about how much?
It weighs about 110 pounds, the hull itself. You can run we've got some little mud motors, and you can run up to a 5-horse regular outboard on it as well.
Yeah, and the name of that is, again, what's the name of that?
Solo Skiff.
Solo Skiff, and you look at you've seen these guys bone fishing, in the flats and everything, but this is something else that you can 3 inches of water.
Now, is
3 inches of water.
Is it a one-man deal? Or?
It is a one-man boat.
Okay. It is a one-man boat. It's about how long?
It's 14.3.
14.3, and so it's a cool thing. And you've got them. You've got two of them there, I know, right?
We have, and we've got some more coming in. We just wanted to introduce these things this year. We got them real late in the season because they actually manufactured this color specifically for Stengel Brothers Outdoors. So we're partnering up with them. They were really skeptical to get in the inshore market because they're Gulf guys, and Well, but I think they've been getting a lot of feedback from others around the country liking the colors. So I think it's going to be a thing that is going to take off. Well,
ain't no doubt about it. And I guess you guys have just about when's vacation time?
Well, I've actually got to go back to work, Larry. So I don't, we generally take vacation in February, but we're actually this Saturday is going to be our last day full time here at the shop.
Okay.
For everybody to pick up. We're finished. We just finished cutting on Sunday.
Yes.
So it's been long coming. So
it is.
Everybody's ready for some time off.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you, Scott. Go back to work, and Scott's he's got real jobs and everything like that. But so today will be your last day if you got a deer out there, and I know they've been hanging for at least 5 days. And that's the way they operate out there at Stengel Brothers Deer Processing. Scott, thank you. Say hello to the family and everything. And when I'm heading out to the McCrory Farm to fish in the pond, I'll give you a call. Okay, buddy?
All right. I'll hold you on that.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Scott Stengel, really nice family. The whole family. That's what it is. It's a family operation. And so today's the day if you haven't got your deer or if you want to drop by and see Scott. But
hey, he does a great job on.
He does a great job.
He really does the way he packages everything up. It's all labeled just right.
And it's yours.
And oh, by the way, the sausage is really good.
Yeah, and those tenderloins that I've got, so they're really good too. And those fillets.
When are we going to come over and eat them?
Well, as soon as I get over this epizootia attack that keeps no, we're going to take care of y'all. We might have a cookout at Cooksey's.
I think
Just give me some meat and I'll cook it.
Well,
Because I have no venison.
You have no venison?
I did not shoot a deer this year.
You do now, and then yeah, and Wong will cook it too. No,
Yes, he will.
we can cook.
Yeah.
We both can cook.
Okay, we'll have
It's all good.
all after season. Well, tell me, Bill. I know that before we jump into today's show, and we got the alligator man himself coming up, T. Roy. He's going to talk fishing. I know a little bit about alligator hunting too. But you've read my stories I've been putting out and all the different things. Has it not been one of the wackiest years?
It
I
has.
mean, you've killed some ducks.
I have, and I've had some really good days. Now, the last week I chased them really hard with the high water, and then the water started dropping, and things were good while the water was up. It started dropping, and I seemed to stay a day behind them then.
Oh, okay.
The ducks move with that water.
Yeah.
And by early last week, most of the birds in Tennessee had started moving back to the refuges, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
As the water dropped out. So I took a few days off. Now I'm ready to get back after them, and hopefully this stabilizes a little bit.
Yeah.
And this is it.
This is it. One week from tomorrow.
This is Bill's last juvenile year, so we'll have some of that the next few weeks too.
That's hard to believe. Yeah. So that's that first weekend in February, right? Is that right?
I have to. They've got them so mixed up now.
Where's my book here?
They're two different weekends
They got
between
two different
Tennessee,
weekends,
Arkansas, and Mississippi.
Yeah, so
that
that's
he can
what
take
I'm
advantage.
trying. Youth waterfowl, September. Let's see, February the 6th through February the 13th.
Well, it's not through February.
Exactly.
6th
It's
and
13th.
It's
It's
2
2
days.
days. Excuse me.
So it's spread out over 2 weekends.
Yeah,
this year.
it's over 2 weekends. So that's February the 6th and February the 13th.
Correct.
So
And then there's 1 day in Arkansas in that time, and then 2 in Mississippi. So
well, I know that my buddy Johnny Cornbread Warren, he sent me a text real recently. He said, the ducks are here. Then he sent me a text back. I'm not sure they'll be here for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
I mean, because
they've been jumping around, and guys will have them for a day or two. And I got a text Wednesday from a guy hunting right where I'd hunted on Tuesday. And now he didn't do any better. I think they shot 6 ducks, but he said across the road, which had been barren, but you could see across this highway, loaded. He said it is a black cloud of ducks over there.
Black cloud of ducks.
And those ducks were not there for the last 2.5 weeks.
So where they been, you think?
Those ducks have been on both Chickasaw and Moss Island. Some of them are moving back there. Those just Northwest Tennessee refuges, but those bottoms were loaded.
Well, we've had a little bit of cold weather this week and some snowy conditions. And
Made it feel right anyway.
Made it feel right.
It was so cold the other day. I saw a Democrat with his hands in his own pockets.
Can we cut that out? I mean, can we?
Wait.
I'm sorry, y'all.
You guys
I had to
always
throw it out there.
That
It
is Bill Cooksey.
It is
I was
election
getting ready to
season.
say,
You got to throw them out there.
me politically
You guys
correct.
talk about me saying something
I didn't say
strange.
anything. I didn't say
Whoa.
anything. Oh, let me get my
Just had to
earphones
do it.
back on
Y'all,
here.
y'all call me.
All right, let's take a break on that note. We'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray. I'm losing my voice for sure now on ESPN 790.